Gaijin's been up to some strange things, and this is something that they have recently acquired and ported out to PC. Now, it's been a couple of months, it's actually in October of last year that this came out, but nevertheless, it's come to PC. I sat down with a friend of mine, and we're like, what is this game all about? And yeah, it's futuristic-looking Yamatos with missiles and rockets and various other close air support vehicles, followed by helicopters, submarines, and various other things. And essentially, a year ago, as of 6th of October last year, Gaijin Entertainment announced a partnership with Artstorm, which would allow them to bring their mobile-based naval warfare game, Modern Warships, to PC. And as of today, they announced a PC version. In addition to that, there was premium kits and various other things available, but what you have here is a very, very strange game. Now, you do have stuff like F-18s, F-22s, F-35s, you've got Harriers, you've got SS-57Bs, you've got all a heap of different things. You've even got some wacky prototypes and wacky submarines that have only been concepts, at least for an initial period of time. The UI is incredibly mobile gamers focused, and you've got to link your account to an existing mobile account, so you have to download the game on a mobile account, and then you have to link it to the PC. It's just a utter nightmare. And it's basically just a point-and-click adventure, which is fine, but I want to ram things, so we're going to do that with this big special ship. Just absolutely nailed the living daylights out of that frigate. But yeah, look, a fancy game that really is quite interesting. I'm going to show you a single match, because this is what you start with. I got given the USS Fort Worth, LCS-3. Basically, it's got a helicopter on the back, and its main job is being a bit of a frigate-y thing. I'm not sure modern designations, I'm not current on naval knowledge, but suffice to say the graphics are incredibly mobile game-like, and the controls and just the way the UI looks is a bit funky at the same time. Now, it's not going to take you 9 minutes to get into a match, but immediately this reminds me of Warthunder Naval, except it's a little bit better, but also the UI is heavily full of warships. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you pick up this game. I mean, it's worth trying, but at the same time, it's also just early, very early on. It doesn't feel like a full game, despite there being hundreds of dollars worth of premium vehicles. And there were rumours, at least initially, that there were $150 premium vehicles. And I believe there were Reddit posts and things exposing this, and since then I haven't been able to necessarily find these things, but unsubstantiated claims to there being very, very expensive premium vehicles, because obviously being a mobile game you wouldn't want to miss out on that kind of market. Now, you do have a repair ability, and you've got an ammunition ability, and you've got a repair. You've got hit points like any other naval game. Now, majority of the work is done automatically for you. You just basically point and click, and the rockets reload themselves, and, well, that's no fun. Let's go take out a helicopter here in a minute. But first and foremost, yeah, this is what you're getting into. This is what the gameplay experience loop is like. At least while you're fighting bots. I'm unsure how it plays during players. I refuse to link my account to my mobile device, as well my regular Gaijin account should have done, but it appears not to, so that's kind of a bit of an annoyance. And we're just firing missiles. That's all we're doing. Legitimately all we're doing. So I'm not sure what my expectations are for this particular game, except that well, it is just a mobile PC port. I keep having to say that over and over again because there are elements of this game which I can see that have at least been tested and used in Warthunder Naval, particularly with the submarine event that we had. But having the ability for the ship to continue moving while you just fly a helicopter, yeah, that's kind of a new one. I suppose that's kind of interesting. But being able to fly at different things and test out different things in the hangar, or at least in the back in the garage or the dock or whatever they want to call it, is fantastic, and wish that ability existed in War Thunder so we can test all the vehicles we have unlocked. Anyhow, let's go polish off this Black Hawk with, well, this Trent thing with this Black Hawk, and that's end of the game. Of course, this is not a review, this is just a quick look at the game. It has been quite entertaining seeing some of the random things that you can put into this game, and fly in various other bits and pieces, but for the most part, it is a free-to-play Gaijin entertainment game, even though it's been developed by another studio, particularly focusing on, well, the modern warships aspect. Test drives are a bit funky, and you get to do all sorts of weird things by firing missiles all over the place and launching various other torpedoes and who knows what else, but for the most important part, it's just strange that they haven't announced this, at least to content creators in the War Thunder program, because this has a lot of elements and vehicles that people would be interested in if they were in War Thunder, but probably never see these things added in that regard. But I thought I'd, well, showcase this game because it's another thing to keep on the radar, or at least be aware of, that Gaijin is a publisher and they don't also just do War Thunder. They've got enlisted Star Conflict, and various other games, Crossout as well. So, you know, being a free-to-play games, well, publisher, they predominantly do the strange things, and this is one of those strange games developed by a different studio that Gaijin have acquired. Anyway, that's it. We probably won't cover this. We probably won't even play it any further. It wasn't really worth setting up or recording, and I'm going to uninstall it right about now. But, you know, the F-18 and the F-22 and all this other stuff is in game, so when will it be in War Thunder?